Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy Forrester Finnegan did what she felt compelled to do. Firing Hope Logan was ineluctable, but what comes next is changeable. As the caption asks, is Steffy right about Hope? The answer is yes or no, depending on which side of this revived family battle observers stand on. Although, it's fair to suggest that one could look at all the players and reply that the answer is yes and no. Carter Walton has been pious to Forrester creations for numerous times. He's earned the trust of both families involved in the classic fashion house. Devoted suckers recall that Carter was elevated to FC's chief operating officer in recent times. That position and his seat on the board of directors were given by the brain trust in recognition of his complete devotion to the company and a feeling that he was an unofficial member of the Forrester and Logan families. St. Victor's character has no way seen squabbles between the families as conducive to good business. Carter lately told Ridge that Steffy isn't making good business opinions, but rather is allowing particular grievances to impact her thinking. He's right. The way Hope's termination was handled set Carter off, and he's determined to right that wrong as part of what appears to be the metamorphosis of St. Victor's character. Steffy willingly allowed herself to be part of a dysfunctional triangle for numerous times. She, Liam Spencer, and Hope were entangled in a messy three-way pattern for what sounded like ever. The entrance of John Finnegan into Steffy's life broke the triangle. But it didn't originally break the connection that Hope had to Liam. Wood's character kept an eye on Hope and Liam while they were married and living in Brooke Logan's cabin. But she also forged an honest armistice with Hope, as they put aside their differences for the stylish interests of their children. So, Steffy is end to end turn of her history. She decided to fire Hope because it logically appeared that Finn was still being targeted. No, Hope is end using Carter or her family. Still, Noelle's character accepts their support because of the emotional brutality her blasting scene causes. Carter is right to believe that Steffy acted too impulsively. He'll be inspired if Ridge Forrester or Eric Forrester don't soon rear Steffy's decision. Brooke must defend her son and has the topmost capability to convert Ridge to change course. But if he doesn't and Eric doesn't gain the demanded information so he can calm this adulatory storm, also Hope, Carter, Brooke, and the Logans will probably battle the Forresters in what should be a largely compelling and enduring plot. Carter making a big business discovery. Carter Walton is angry and intoxicated at the same time. Hope Logan is in love with him after one date, but he's furious with Ridge Forrester and Steffy Forrester. How could they fire Hope like that and cancel her line? She worked hard on that line for times, coming up with a vision for someone differently to execute. Hope is about virginal apparel and deserves her line back. Or perhaps she can start a new line with a new company. Being the counsel that he is, Carter seems to find a loophole in their contract with Forrester Creations. Maybe there's a way out to start their own contending fashion house and brings Forrester on board. He's also furious with Steffy because she didn't suppose about the contrivers on Hope's line before shutting the whole thing down. Meanwhile, Ridge and Steffy bandy the Hope and Carter situation but don't figure out how they're going to break it. As Electra Forrester and Will Spencer grow closer, Electra is relieved to have a nice Joe around this time. Will and Electra partake their first kiss, which Electra can't stay to tell Ivy Forrester each about. She mentions to her family that he's better than the last man she was with. That last man turns out to be Remy Price, played by freshman Christian Weissman. Remy is lurking where he shouldn't be, and looks like he's stalking Electra. Was he vituperative toward her, as he looks like a veritably controlling kind of Joe? It seems we're getting a brand new youthful love triangle, with a crazy person involved. Perhaps Remy can end up with Luna Nozawa once she's inescapably freed from captivity. They can inflict annihilation anywhere they go, as Luna becomes the new Sheila Carter. Ridge Forrester breaks Brooke Logan's heart. Meanwhile, Hope Logan and Carter Walton make frenetic, passionate love. Over at Casa de la Chine, John Finnegan and Steffy Forrester Finnegan get freaky after talking about Hope's termination. At Carter's place, he talks about Steffy with Hope. Carter predicts that Steffy's decision will come back to hang her. Hope addresses about her lifelong work and that Steffy took it down in seconds. Hope knows Steffy has wanted her gone from Forrester Creations for a long time. Hope reasons it's because she's a Logan and Brooke committed the mortal sin of loving Ridge. Carter doesn't suppose Hope deserves this. Hope addresses about Charlie Weber convoying her out of the structure. Hope can't believe everyone just stood by and watched, including Ridge. Carter vows that this can't be any longer. Carter says Forrester Creations is Hope's birthright, just like Steffy. Carter wants Hope to fight. Carter promises to fight alongside Hope. As they embrace, Carter and Hope kiss. Hope calls Carter the man of her dreams. They talk about trust and Carter swears he's ain't like the other men. They start making out and ripping off each other's clothes as that familiar saxophone starts playing again. At the Precipice house, Finn and Steffy pour wine as they catch up. Steffy can't stop allowing about Hope in lingerie on top of Finn. Steffy tells Finn about firing Hope. Finn seems surprised as his eyebrows arch up. Steffy tells Finn that she fired Hope and removed HFTF as well. Steffy thinks she should have fired Hope after that first interdicted kiss. Steffy confesses it feels good to run Forrester Creations without Hope's influence. Steffy is glad that Hope is eventually out of their lives for good. They make out, which ultimately turns into passion. On Wednesday, November 6th, Brooke is shocked that Ridge is allowing this. Ridge talks about Hope disrespecting the Forrester family. Ridge explains that Hope wore lingerie and was caught red-handed on top of Steffy's hubby. Brooke keeps saying that Ridge is wrong. Brooke remembers Hope soliciting her to keep Carter's identity a secret. Brooke asks Ridge to support her. Steffy has been wanting to get relief of HFTF for a while now. Ridge justifies that the line has been failing for a long time. Brooke reasons that Steffy wanted Hope's line to fail. Brooke adds that Steffy is making bad business opinions, and they're both wrong about Hope. Brooke pleads with Ridge, he can stop this, but he refuses. Brooke asks what if Steffy fires Katie Logan or her. Brooke wants support. Ridge tells Brooke he supported her return to the bedroom line. The two continue arguing. Ridge brings up Hope toying with Thomas Forrester. Ridge thinks Hope needs to learn an assignment. Brooke starts to cry. Brooke says Hope and Steffy both are in the Forrester heritage and are equal. Ridge disagrees with the women being equal. Brooke says that Ridge is breaking her heart. Hope and Carter continue to sputter in his living room. She says her mama committed the ultimate sin by loving Ridge Forrester and now Steffy is getting vengeance. Carter says she doesn't earn what's coming her way. Hope says Steffy wanting to cheapen her just felt so purposeful. She's given everything to the company and can't understand why she's being treated so poorly. Carter can't believe Ridge just stood there and let it all be. Hope thinks all that matters is she's a Logan and they're Forresters, this eternal battle is growing old. Carter says Steffy has gone too far this time. He declares the Logans will no longer come alternate place to the Forresters. From whence did this devotion come? Carter says Forrester Creations is her birthright, just like Steffy's. No bone should be suitable to take it down from her.